Hey guys, let's talk about the month of July in fragrance. The middle of summer, usually my least favorite time of year for fragrance. Summer has been for the past several years for me, which is funny because it used to be one of my favorite seasons to wear fragrance. Growing up, you know, aquatics and freshies were my thing. And now aquatics have become kind of something that typically don't really move me that much. But I tried to stick to aquatics this month as much as I could. You know, I've got some citruses in here too, aquatics and citruses. August is gonna be a very interesting month because it's not gonna be aquatics anymore. It's gonna be kind of like a transition month from summer into fall. Yeah, I'm gonna get that itch probably sometime in August for fall fragrances. I know a lot of us are not seasonal wearers really at all. Now, I don't really match that as much as I do with my home fragrance choices, but I do try to stick to it on some level. Sure, I'll still wear quite a bit of my fresher fragrances, but I want to use it as a transition month to kind of use things that I haven't really used very much, and not necessarily specifically just summer fragrances. But speaking of fragrances I have not really worn, that was one thing I wanted to focus on this month, the month of July. Try to wear some stuff that I don't really reach for anymore, and I will mention that as we go along. To the far left there, that's just a couple of bottles of ISOE Super, so I didn't count those in this list. I'm pretty sure I have 29 fragrances in this list for the month of July, and we'll start with Mandarino di Amalfi Aqua, one of the best, one of the absolute best. There's Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Swimming in Lipari and Light Blue Forever, one of my new acquisitions. Water Cedar Lime from Coors. And right there we have Aqua Amara. And of course, Parfums de Marly Sedley. Been wearing that one quite a bit. I'm gonna have a wrap-up video of summer fragrances here probably in August, and expect to see Sedley in that video. There's one I have not touched at all this year, and it's Acqua di Gio Essenza, sitting next to the OG Acqua di Gio. Now, anytime I wear one, I usually have the other one on me, on maybe an arm or a hand or something. I haven't reached for either of those this year, this summer, and Essenza used to be one of my absolute go-tos for the summer months. I just don't reach for it anymore. It's funny how our tastes change. I mean, I feel like they can change from season to season, especially myself. I mean, I don't know if that really happens for a lot of other people, but I feel like my tastes are constantly changing from season to season, month to month. I'm going through so many different fragrances, smelling so many different compositions, and that used to be one of my all-time favorites. And it's literally just taken a back seat over the past couple of years. Discontinued gem right there. But in the back we have Acqua Essenziale Colonia. Really nice Italian style fougere with a little bit of a white floral twist. Club de Nuit Milestone, another one that is my first time wearing it this year. I want to say I wore that on a trip to the swimming pool. And I think I put that on before I went swimming. And here we get into my week of Nishane, my 1 week straight of Nishane. That is Colonies. And we have Ege. Ege is still, to this date, it is still my #1 purchase for 2021. Ambra Calabria right there. Let's not skip over Byredo Pulp, Nishane Bosporus, and an MFK Gentle Fluidity Silver. There is Wulong Cha behind it, Hachivat from Nishane, and B612 to finish out that week of Nishane, my 1 week straight. I'll link that video if you haven't seen it. Sole Depositano from Tom Ford. Really nice white floral citrusy fragrance for the summer months. Love that one. That is the first time I wore that one this summer too. And we have another discontinued gem, YSL L'Homme Libre Cologne Tonic. I think I wore that one last month as well. I didn't really talk about it very much, but it is a very sought after fragrance in the fragrance community because it has been discontinued, and it was one of the better flankers from the L'Homme line from YSL. Speaking of discontinued, there is L'Odyssey Summer. I want to say that's the 2008 version. I think that is their best flanker from the L'Odyssey line, and there are many flankers from that line. If you know, you know. Oh, almost forgot this guy in the back, Bergamot Bloom from Carolina Herrera's niche line of fragrances. And let's start on this last row. We have Bulgari's Aquamarine, Encre Noir Sport, really nice sporty fresh fragrance for the summer months. That was in my top summer fragrances for 2021. And yet another fragrance that I really have not reached for this year until the month of July. That is Xerjoff Neo. Just have not come around on that fragrance. I don't know what it is. I'm normally a huge fan of white florals with citrus, and I just have not come around on that one. I know it's a huge fan favorite in the community. I'm still gonna keep trying though. As you can see, my level of it is past the halfway point. Ah yes, 1998 in a bottle, Hilfiger Athletics. Boy, when you talk about nostalgia, I really don't think there's another fragrance that has more nostalgia for me, but it's one of the ones that I don't really talk about a lot, and I haven't really talked about a lot over the years. But Hilfiger Athletics, that's essentially a time machine straight to the year of 1998. Oviedo, love that one. A new pickup for me, that's Greenly from Parfums de Marly. Gonna wear that one quite a bit in the fall. I feel like it's a Hachivat inspired fragrance. Parfums de Marly likes to do that. They like to take popular fragrances in the community and put their own twist on it. And I definitely feel like Greenly is a green apple twist on Hachivat. And then in the back, that's CK Summer 2013. Another one that has a cult following, and that is my first time wearing it this year. It's a really good one for the summer months with watermelon and cucumber in it. But yeah, let's kind of just pan back a little bit, see what we have here for the month of July 2021. Like I said, this is one of my least favorite times for personal fragrance, but I actually did not hate this month. I mean, it wasn't terrible. It wasn't great by any means, but it was something that I really enjoyed. Got to go through some stuff and use some stuff that I really have been ignoring, and was pretty much just collecting dust over months of not really even reaching for them. But there's a little bit of a look. Up next is the month of August. Gonna make it an interesting month and veer away from the aquatics and citruses and try to transition into fall. So keep a lookout for that video. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll talk to you soon.